The whole intention of the money was to have SACCOs given money so that Mira farmers can be able to borrow some loans to do business. That money was meant to give people water, Mira marketing chains, and the rest. And this has not really happened here in Meru for the last, I think, 3 years. We are happy now that we have a cabinet minister, or a CS, by the name CS Munya, that is now the head of this ministry. Munya, please, I'm trying to tell you on your face as a brother, kindly do not let the Mira farmers continually suffer at your watch when you are the Minister of Agriculture. This is the time that we expect you to use your position to ensure that the ministers that are in charge of trade, the ministers that are in foreign affairs, and the closeness that you have with the president, please take advantage of this and sort out the Mira problems with the people that are there, so that our people can continually enjoy doing their business and can earn their own money. And that way, we'll be sorting out their problems other than waiting and creating a culture where people have to continually beg and borrow. And conclude by saying that the plea of the members of parliament, because of the nature of their commitment in the implementation of the presidential projects that are being taken place in this county, and their commitment to see Jubilee as a party deliver on its promise to the people, the members of parliament insist and maintain that whenever the inspection projects of projects is taking place in Meru, whether by the cabinet secretary agriculture, whether by the cabinet secretary transport and infrastructure, or whoever, or any other national official coming to Meru to check on whatever project, let there be involvement of the members of parliament. The members of parliament represent the people and the sovereign will of the people of Meru, and they are permanently in touch with the people and understand what problems the people are facing. And they are the best suited people to really explain the problems that the Wananchi have, so that the ministers can carry that burden to the executive, to the president, and anybody else, so that those issues can be resolved by the Jubilee administration in this county. One, as you are aware, that it is not in doubt that the Jubilee administration is in place and is a government that we all fought for and that we are proud to associate ourselves with, because we believe in it, and we believe that we have a duty to deliver on the promise that the Jubilee Manifesto is all about. We believe we have a duty as members of parliament to support His Excellency the President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta in delivery of his the big four agenda. And I want really to confirm and say that if you've been really following the trends in Bunge, there is no really bill or motion that has ever been lost that requires to facilitate the president in delivery of his agenda to the nation. So our members of parliament have really done exemplarily well in keeping to that promise. So our meeting today really has dealt with the projects that are being undertaken in this county, which are very, very great concern to us. And one is that we want to state that there has been very, very slow progress in the implementation of the road projects that are being undertaken in Meru County. And we want to appeal to government to ensure that they are able to do what is required, what is necessary to facilitate our contractors on the roads to continually ensure that these projects are fast-tracked so that our people of Meru can get the roads that were promised. We also want to ask government to continually increase their budgets and funding for those roads so that at least in the next 2 years, then these roads will have been delivered to the people of Meru. We also want to state at the same time, because it's in the public domain, the government of Kenya is spending around 30 billion shillings in doing what they are calling the Mau Mau roads. The Mau Mau roads are roads that are supposed to connect or get to counties that seriously fought for independence. That's our understanding. And when we look at how the design, how the distribution of those roads is being done, we want to say that we are very, very uncomfortable as the people of Meru, and we demand that those kilometers of beyond 500 should find themselves, or some of the kilometers need to get themselves in Meru. Mostly you find that these roads are distributed in Murang'a, Kirinyaga, Laikipia, and Kiambu, Meru, and Nyandarua, and Nyeri. Meru County, nobody doesn't know the road that was planned by Field Marshal Mwariama. Nobody doesn't know what General Baimungi did. Nobody doesn't know the role that was played by General Matata in the struggle for independence. And for that matter, if these roads are supposed to honor the freedom fighters, Meru must be in a position to get a share of this money doing roads in Meru. That there shouldn't be discrimination in the allocation of resources that are supposed to do Mau Mau roads within the region that fought for independence, because Meru has been left out. So we want to appeal to the decision makers to kindly consider that we genuinely require and demand that we really need to have a share. It cannot be that we were good people when independence was being fought. It cannot be that whenever there is a struggle and we fight for anything, we are always very close to one another, and when they are supposed to share, then there is no such consideration on our hand. The other thing that we want to state is that there has been some hue and cry among some of our members that do within the members of the Meru community, on business people that trained in Mira, that they are seriously suffering because the Somali market, they are not able to send their produce in Mira, they are not able to continually earn their living. And their plea to us is that they do not necessarily require to be given handouts. They do not necessarily need to rely on stipends or relief fund. There are people that are hardworking, ready and willing to do business, contribute to the exchequer of this country by way of paying taxes. And what do they require is the government to really intervene and see how they can be able to deal with the aspect of the closure of the borders so that the trade business can resume between Kenya and Somalia. Those democratic issues, those diplomatic issues that probably have hindered or stopped the free flow of people in and out, I think are things that can be addressed at the diplomatic level by the end of state and is a foreign mission. And finally, let me also state that we really appreciate, because some of the members here have walked a very long way in ensuring that the law that was passed in Parliament to amend the Crops Act to schedule Mira, to have Mira as a recognized scheduled crop took place very many years. And I think the legislators finished their work. We had a task force that was constituted that and to do some bit of research and to interact and deal with the public and agree on how those funds that were allocated would have been shared. We have heard that there is a big problem in regard to how this money is being proposed, or the money is being proposed to be shared, because there are circles that are intended to benefit from this money. We have no problem as leaders in trying in maintaining a position that the whole intention of this money was meant to cushion those members that from the miraa growing areas that have lost miraa market.
Mimi barabara zangu siko hapo mbili, moja imekaliwa na ingine iko kwa Mutunga na ingine iko kwa Maole na ingine iko kwa Kiringo. Simekaliwa pale ku treasury ambazo ni malone ilipatiwa na European Union na grant, lakini CS ambaye aliingia amekalia hizo barabara ine za Meru hapa, na hiyo anafanya kazi akiwa mtu wa president wetu. Tunasikia kuna dio courage inakuja, kila kitu inakaa inaishia Nyeri ama inaishia na Nyuki. Reli tunahitaji hapa Meru pia. Dual carriage tunataka ifike Meru town na ifike mpaka Maua, because we are part of the government. But things cannot be done coming from that way. Itafika hapa 2040. Tunataka zingine sianze hapa, sikirudi pande ile.
Mheshimiwa Ukuru ya TAN, hiyo barabara unataka kupeleka uko Marsabit, barabara za Wameru, nataka kukuhakikishia kwamba hiyo haitawezekana, kwa sababu tulifanya public participation hapa Meru. Wananchi wa Meru wanajua juu hizo barabara. Hizo barabara ine zimetajwa, inatoka Kianjai kwenda Kamoja Road, barabara ya kutoka upande wa Kinarindikiri, barabara ya kutoka kwa Maoka Maore, na hiyo ingine. Hizo barabara unataka kuvuruta kwa sababu wewe ni CS. Kwani CS ndio kuokota kila kitu kupeleka kwao? Tunajua hata ni pesa ngapi na tutasema ni ngapi ulipeana kwa constituency yako this year. This financial year. Tunajua, I'm in the budget committee and I know how much money was allocated. Hiyo tabia ikome. Na hiyo barabara tutasimama tuangalie ukienda naye. Na tunauliza Mheshimiwa Rais, angalia watu wengine wanaharibia kazi yake. Hiyo sio kazi ya Big Four. Kwani Big Four hajaenda kuibia wengine?
Wakati wa siasa hii mlima inakuanga imeenda chini, ya kwamba mtu akiwa Nyambene anaweza ona mtu akiwa Kiambu, lakini saa ile mnyama tumeshika anachinjwa, mlima ina stand so tall ya kwamba maendeleo haiwezi fika Meru. Hiyo pesa yote ya mabarabara za Maumau ilipaswa kuanzia hapa, kwa sababu hapa ndio kulitoka watu wengi sana. Wale waliuawa, wengine wakafinywa na plies, castration, ile wakati ya kupigana vita vya Maumau. Kwa hivyo mimi ilipaswa kuanza huku ikienda pande ile. It's not the other way around. It's not supposed to be the tail wagging the dog. It's supposed to be the dog wagging the tail.
Sisi tuliingia mbunge kama wabunge mwaka wa 2017, na kuna handi ambayo tuliwekania na serikali ya Jubilee. Ukienda Molanga, ukienda Kiambu, ukienda Nyeri, Nyandarua, Laikipia, maneno yao yanasonga. Sisi wa Meru ni kelele, tupige kelele ndio sasa tusikizwe.
Kusema kweli, sisi wabunge wa 11th Parliament tulienda juu chini tukiongozwa na chairman wetu akiwa hapa, na tukapitisha miraa ikawa cash crop ama scheduled crop. Na tangu wakati hiyo tulipomaliza hiyo na rais akaweka sahihi, tumekuwa na shinda nyingi sana kutokana na viongozi wa serikali kutoka huko juu. Si minister, si wengine, hata si county kama hata governors wote wanafanya hawajatosheka, hawajaona miraa kama kimumea kama ile ingine. Lakini ni ombi langu kwa niaba ya watu wale wanakusa miraa na Wameru wote, tunaomba governors wale wanasuia miraa isiende kwao wajue miraa ni cash crop. Tungaliomba minister wa agriculture, tungaliomba minister wa foreign affairs, tungaliomba anybody involved with mambo ya miraa ama ukulima, tafadhali wajue miraa is a cash crop.
Nikitaka kusema sio Somalia tu tunaweza kuuza miraa yetu. Soko linapatikana Djibouti. Na soko hilo alishughulikiwi na serikali. Inahitaji tu uhusiano wa nchi yetu na nchi ya Djibouti. Soko linapatikana Mozambique. Na soko la Mozambique linafungua soko ya Afrika Kusini yote. Miraa yetu ingekuwa inauzwa yote pande hizo. Lakini sisi tunakaa hapa, imefungwa kutoka hii COVID ingie, ni kama sisi tunakula hiyo kama mdawa ya COVID. Hii barabara inatoka Nduo Courage. Tunasikia inaishia Marwa. Ni nini linasababisha iishie Marwa? Wameru kwani sisi hawakupiga kura ama sisi ni voting machines? Sisi ni watu wa kupiga kura tu, ikifika wakati wa kupiga kura tunadanganywa hapa Meru, ndugu zangu ni hapa pigeni kura, tunapiga kura. Alafu hakuna kitu yote inakuja hapa. Reli yenyewe inaishia Nyandarua. Tunataka hizo vitu zifike hapa.